This episode of GMK is brought to you by Devil's Gap Marina, located at the end of Matheson Bay Road on beautiful Lake of the Woods and open all year round.
Welcome everyone to the show. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. And how are you today?
I am a little raspy.
Little raspy?
Yeah. Kind of
Okay.
getting a little bit of a cold, I think.
Seriously, we're not doing this on purpose. Like, this is like, I think the third day in a row.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy actually. And the funny thing is, we saw each other yesterday afternoon, and it's like, and you're like, don't wear purple. So
I know.
I didn't wear purple.
I know. And you know what? I woke up and I kind of forgot about that because I just kind of thought, you know what? I don't feel like a purpley day today.
Exactly. Like I was like, because I'm a bit of cold. I was like, I feel gray. I feel very sort of like the weather outside, very
But I mean, like, you know, you have blue, you have gray and everything.
Sure.
So, but the blueness and everything is not like weather.
No, high of 0 today with a low of -10. I missed my cue. I'm terribly sorry. Tomorrow it's a high of -6 and a low of -13 with a bunch of sunshine, which is okay. And then on Friday it's a high of -7 and it's a low of -14.
Oh, do you have the birthday blues, Chris?
The birthday blues?
Yeah.
Is that like postpartum?
Kind of, maybe, kind of.
I don't know.
But aren't you going to have your birthday today, kind of thing?
Well, no. Today I'm actually going to go into the city today.
Right. So you're having like.
Oh, it's like a 2-day.
You worked yesterday, right?
Yeah, I did.
So now you're not working today.
That's true.
So you're taking your birthday today.
Absolutely.
There you go.
There you go. See?
So
See? Yeah.
Excellent.
It's true.
And it's going to be beautiful weather. It's supposed to be like really nice for like the next week too.
Yeah.
So that means awesome weather for the Winter Carnival this weekend.
It's going to be very,
It
very
is
good.
exciting.
It is. Friday, going to kick it off at 6 o'clock under the harbor front, the Whitecap Pavilion. 6 o'clock, Shaw will be serving hot chocolate. Will be fireworks. I'm sorry, I'm done today. Fireworks on at 7, so it's going to be a good day, good night.
Okay, when are the fireworks on Friday?
I do believe it's 7.
7 o'clock?
Yep.
And when are they on Saturday? 7? Who cares? We don't care.
It's in the break.
It's in the break.
Well, that was such a new addition too. That was just they just kind of recently added it. So. Wow.
Who cares? It's going. It's happening. And of course, it's the Thistles are playing again this weekend.
Yes, indeed.
And oh my God, there's like so many. There's public swimming. There's the curling for kidneys.
Yep.
Like huge thing. There's absolutely no reason why every single person should not be outside.
Absolutely. It's going to be it's jam-packed. I mean, there's tons and tons of things to do. And the Curling for Kidneys is on Saturday, March 2nd at Keewatin Curling Club. So teams of 4 games each.
Yep.
4 ends each. 2 guys, 2 girls. The theme is Lake Life. It's going to be a good time. I think there's still some registration time. You can go down to 89.5 The Lake and register there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But there's going to be like the canoe race. There's like the log slalom. There's like the dog agility things. They're doing stuff out at the ski hill with the dog sled races and everything. Of course, it's all the buttons that are up on the screen there that you can pick up all the buttons. There are some businesses, if you want to go to I do believe it's the Winter Carnival website, there are some businesses around town that are doing something for people who are doing all of the buttons and everything. So it's going to be, and I'm doing the server scuttle.
Nice.
So anybody that wants to come down or register, call the Discovery Center, 467-4637 to see if you want to race me with doing a trade glass. Well, not me. I'm the judge. I delegate.
Fair enough.
I put in my time already. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting thing. And speaking of like the hockey, and speaking of like all this mild weather, and you know, like people are out there now and doing a whole bunch of like, you know, maybe bonfires or doing stuff outside or.
What is the time always start barbecuing?
It is, and it's the perfect kind of time that you know kindling or whatever for prevention of like fires or something. So we have a great show because not only do we have Bruce Johnson on here to talk about the Thistles, but we have Kenton Ammerman on from the fire department to come and talk to us a little bit about fire prevention as well too.
Absolutely, it is kind of the season. Getting in there, spring, wetness and everything melting and things. So you should probably be a little more careful with what you're plugging in outside. So
I think he's talking about correct addresses because if you call and say, "Hey, I need a fire. I need some help," and they look you up and it's like, I don't live there anymore.
Yeah.
So they could show up at my house and it's like, I don't have a fire.
It's very true. It's if you don't know the area, because I'm terrible with addresses. So people say, "Hey, do you know how to get to here?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm landmark guy."
Me
so
too.
It's like that big building. Turn right at the building. Go buy the fish.
Exactly.
Stop at the.
Do you know where the blue heron is and the big round thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if somebody actually asked me, it's like, "Do you know where where I live or anybody else?" They give you the street address. I'm like, "No."
Well, you know what? This is kind of embarrassed, but I embarrass myself all the time. So I'm still not sure about how avenues go east to west and streets go north to south, or is it the other way around? The other way around?
Yeah.
Streets are north to south?
Avenue.
No, east to west. And avenues are north to south. There you go.
Main Street.
Yeah, they are.
Pardon me?
Think of Main Street.
See, and I have a terrible sense of direction.
Yeah, but that's
too,
like
so.
Main Street. Like you get away from the downtown and there's other streets and like over in Lakeside and all around in other places. There's other streets in there and I just don't, like there's 6th Avenue, there's 6th Street, and I have no idea.
Yeah, there you go.
The what?
9th Street North.
Okay, I didn't say that I was like the genius of the bunch here.
I'm just gonna drink my coffee.
I'm just saying that when someone says like 3rd Avenue South, like, okay, I get the south part, but 3rd Avenue, I have no idea where 3rd Avenue is.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kenton will be able to address all that with us.
Absolutely. So let's go to a quick break and let's bring him on and let's talk some fire safety.
One tree over its lifetime will remove about 40 tons of pollution from the atmosphere and replace it with pure air. Think what millions of trees will do. Help Tree Canada grow clean air. Trees do their part. Let's do ours.
Kenora would like to thank Wind and Water Interiors for being a proud supporter of local television programming. Wind and Water Interiors, 326 2nd Street South.
Welcome back, everyone, and welcome, Kenton. How are you, sir?
Good. Yourself?
Excellent, excellent.
I think we're a little confused, as you can tell.
Yeah, we've been having a heated debate about street names now on the break.
Well, you know what's, because like, I think sometimes it's weird, because like for the longest time, like Brinkman Road is supposed to be up by, well, I don't know, it's supposed to be, I guess it is, up by Evergreen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but for the longest time, we lived on Brinkman Road, and we live right beside the old Our Lady of the Valley School. So it wasn't only until about maybe, I don't know, 5, 6, I don't know, well, a few years now, that they've actually changed our whole address now, so that it's all Valley Drive. But that was weird. So like, I would always think like, oh, I live on Brinkman Road. Oh, you live over in Evergreen. No, I live by Rabbit Lake. And they just go like, well, no, because that's not where Brinkman Road is. And I'm going like, I'm pretty sure it is.
So, speaking of the addresses, so what do people need to know if they need to call? What, just full street address? And
I think like the most important thing, know your address and your housing numbers outside. Have them. We show up to a couple calls every once in a while, and people don't have their numbers outside. We'd like them to be in like a well-lit area, possibly around your entrance. 3 to 4 inches tall. You know, you want a big number, different contrast to what your house is, just so it stands out. You know, it'd be good if everyone just went home today and, you know, checked out, went to the street and see, can I see my house number?
Actually, that's a really good. That's a good call, because when I'm standing on my street on Veterans Drive, I look at my stairs and I've cement stairs and it's painted 321, but then that's under snow right now. So the way I describe people, it's like and I describe my house, but that's not going to help me, is it?
It would help if it's on fire. It's a bit easier, you know, to find those. But say you're having some health issues or something. There's no visible sign. You show up. Landmarks are good. But some people are looking into lighted numbers. You can buy those LED ones. Make sure there's a battery backup, because if your hydro goes out, you want your numbers to stay up.
Absolutely. Well, and it's tough sometimes. The numbers, so they should be like 3 or 4 inches, because at night they can be tough to see.
I would say that would be the minimum. Like, you want a big number so you can see it. Yeah.
Okay, and clearly from the road. So actually, you know what? Tonight I'm gonna double check, because it's one of those things as soon as you said, I'm like, yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah, I think you can still see mine, but I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at it very often.
So with this kind of the season coming up, it's getting warmer and everything. Is there any other tips that people should be aware of? Like if you're around for the fire safety in the home? I'm saying specifically outside, because I mean barbecue season, right?
Yeah, well, keep your barbecue away from, you know, any structure. You know, don't barbecue in a garage, obviously. Keep it away from the siding. You know, clear the ice away. Watch for slips and falls. And, yeah.
Excellent.
So what are so when you have to do your addresses and everything, like, I think that it's very important for, like, not only just people that live in the houses, but anybody that has babysitters or whatever it is. Should that not be something then that they should make sure that, you know, because babysitters get dropped off or whatever, but what if something happens when the babysitter is there, and you know, wouldn't it be a good thing for the parents, like when they leave, they should, well, here's my cell phone and blah, 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 and here's our address? And
I believe I've seen them before. It's a small magnet sticker for your fridge or whatever. You write your address, you know, which fire department to contact. Obviously, to contact the city fire department, 911, gets everyone going. If you live in an unorganized area, you might have to phone, you know, Mackenzie, Clearwater, Palat, some of these other outlying fire departments. Yeah, just make sure you have everything written down for them.
Speaking of which, so city, if you're in the city, you call 911, you get you guys, but what happens if you're a little bit out? Like, do you know where the I guess the lines are? Where you guys, as far as you guys
where's
go?
the boundary line of where you guys go?
We are strictly City of Kenora, so we go up Black Sturgeon Lake, up the Red Highway there. Coker Road, we go to as far as Highway 17 East, where the big sign is for you're entering the City of Kenora. So we are specifically the City of Kenora Fire Department. Mackenzie, Clearwater, where the nice pavement there ends, that's the city line. And then I think we're just before the old Coke plant. I believe it's the Van Air hovercraft.
Right.
No.
Oh, fair enough. It's one of those questions I always, you know, I mean, Jack living out in the sticks, I mean, it's good for him to know that he has to, I don't know, call somebody else. So. Okay,
so but that's another thing that we're talking about. Like, if somebody does call and you give an address, like what address do people want? Like if Jack lives on a, what is it, Fire Road 2 something, station something? Like what there's different addresses.
Yes. If you have time, give them both.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Landmarks work too, just like you were saying. You know, your number sometimes isn't visible. Yeah.
Well, I find, you know, because you live for so long, you're so used to large. Because I just tell people, where do you live? Across from Lakewood. I mean, there's an entire street across from Lakewood, but yeah, well, that fire is good. So excellent stuff. And then just remind people they should probably be checking smoke alarms and things
Correct.
regularly.
Yeah, we have the time change coming up here too.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
You know,
when is
change your batteries. Sunday.
Is it really that early?
The 10th.
The 10th.
Yeah, the 10th. Yeah, so change your batteries, check your smoke alarms every month, and
And smoke alarms, one on each level?
Correct.
Very cool.
Carbon monoxide too.
And
Carbon monoxide, yeah.
carbon monoxide, don't
Yes.
forget those.
Well, just make sure everyone now, it's a good thing, go out, make sure that your street number is visible. Make sure you have the information in case you have someone like even house sitting or anything while you're away so that they actually know what your address is, street, avenue, and everything.
Absolutely.
So that's pretty cool.
Ken, thanks very much for coming on.
Well, thank you.
Actually, for all the great information. We're going to go a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to bring on Bruce and talk about some Thistles hockey.
Watch the Kenora Senior Thistles versus the Manitoba Selects right after the fireworks on Saturday, March 2nd at 7:30 p.m. at the Kenora Rec Center. Tickets at the door.
It can begin with the simplest of gestures. A gift of time, energy, commitment. Something precious that grows stronger with every hand that touches it. And grows across communities and through the very fabric of our nation. And begins, once again, with the simplest of gestures. To Canada's 6.5 million volunteers, thanks.
Kidney disease affects an estimated 2 million Canadians. Many don't even know they have it. But thanks to the Kidney Foundation of Canada's innovative programs and vital research, countless people have been able to turn to us to help them manage, delay, and in some cases even prevent the disease. We're the Kidney Foundation of Canada. Please support us. We're behind you, all the way.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome, Bruce, again.
Hi, Bruce.
Good morning, folks. How are you? What a beautiful day.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Oh, spring has sprung. It's coming.
I know.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Very good. So, how are things? How's the season going?
Wow, things are exciting. Things are really moving along. We're into March now. We have a game this Saturday, and we're going to play the Manitoba Select Vipers, they're called. We played them once before. I think it was 6-3. Great game. They're going to bring probably a bit of a different alignment this week, so we're looking for another good challenge.
Nice.
We're also going to have sort of a fan and sponsorships appreciation night. So we're saying out there, if you got your tickets, you haven't used them, get some family, get some friends, come on down and watch us. It's great hockey. It's fast. It's exciting. And we're building for the big one at the end of the month.
We are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How's the team shaping up? Everything's looking good, and you're.
You know what? We're looking very good. The coaches have had an opportunity to bring in some of the fellows from away, outside of Kenora, so they've had a look at them. We have our nucleus from town, so yeah, they're going to be able to start putting the team together. And we're gonna, we have a player from Calgary. We have possibly a couple from Toronto, Thunder Bay, Fort Francis, Kenora. So it's almost like it's a regional team as well as here, and you have to be that in order to be competitive to pursue the outcome.
Well, I tell you, the games that were on just this weekend past were really. I'm not even a big hockey person, and I actually watched.
We're going to air the Saturday game tonight.
So the Saturday night game is going to be aired tonight, which that game was awesome. I can't believe the last 10 seconds.
You know what? It's really exciting hockey, and for them to score, that was a bit of a downer for us.
It was like crazy, but it's
Yeah,
so
she
much.
gave it away.
Sorry, it was so much fun, and we still have the Renwick Cup is the 29th, 30th, 31st.
Yeah,
But we still have some great hockey before that.
after this weekend, we are trying to pursue teams. It's very difficult this time of year because when we get into March, all the leagues are in their playoffs. If they're beat out, they don't want to come and play. So this could be possibly one of our last games. We know that. It's just the way senior hockey is.
Right. Yep.
So having said that, then we move into the Renwick Cup, and we start our big Renwick Cup push next week.
Yeah.
So this is when we're starting. Just so everyone knows, it's March 29th, 30th, and possibly 31st, which is the end of March. I believe it's up on the screen. We will play the Southern Ontario representative. And just to bring people up to speed, I thought I'd kind of do a little layout for you here. Sure. It's called the Island Cup Hockey League. We talked about that last time. It's in Southern Ontario. The teams consist of the Aurelia Tundras, Dundas, Real McCoys, Whitby Dunlops, Welland Whalers, and the Brantford Blast. Now, the can't even say it right. Brantford Blast had a very strong team this year. They won the league. They were 21-3.
Wow.
So now they're in playoffs, but they've also lost one of the first two games against Aurelia, so that series looks exciting. Dundas is up 3-0 against Whitby in their series. Those two winners play off for what's called the Robertson Cup. That winner comes to Kenora at the end of March for the Renwick Cup to represent Ontario at the Allen Cup.
Wow.
Very cool.
That is very, very cool. I mean, and it doesn't matter who comes up for the Renwick Cup because they're going home without it.
That's right.
So-
Because we are going to take it.
Absolutely.
Well,
some good hockey.
you know what? We're really excited about it. Last weekend was a bit of an indication of what kind of hockey it is. And for those who came out or will watch it on the tape delay, it's pretty fast. It's exciting. It's positional hockey. These guys have all played some pretty serious hockey somewhere. So the competition steps up a level every time you play a game. So we're right there. We're right there. We were right there last year in the Allen Cup. And we're just hoping that we can pull off the Renwick and move on.
Fantastic. So I have a little bit maybe of a stumper. Speaking of rosters, I mean, because you were saying you got a guy from Calgary, you pull this, and you said that these are all guys that have played hockey before.
Correct.
But what can you just for the lack of a better term, ringers? Is there do teams can you go out and say, this guy played in the KHA, let's get him in here. So how does that?
I guess if the truth be known, your Eastern teams, some of your Western teams, they're almost like a minor semi-pro team.
Okay.
Some teams pay their players so much per game. Some do this and that. We don't do that. We pay for our players' expenses on the road. Yep. We pay their gas for the guys in that to come here and play from out of town. And we cover any expenses when we go as a team elsewhere to play. Their food, their room, everything's like that. Nobody gets paid on our team. It's all volunteer players. Yep. And they're all, you know what? These guys are all married and got children and families, and they give up their time. So we're really fortunate to have that caliber of a hockey player playing for us.
That's fantastic.
Now, having said what you said about Calgary, etc., this Mr. McCaslin played for us here a couple of years ago in the Allen Cup. The other boys, there's 2 or 3 from Toronto that played for us last year. We're hoping to get them. So we know who these players are, and we're bringing them in, and people want to call them ringers. I don't. I just call them good, solid hockey players that will add to your nucleus to make you a very strong team.
Excellent, excellent. And they've played with you before. There's a history.
Correct. All the players we've got right now have played with us somewhere either last year or this year, so the coaches know who they are, and they'll make their choices when it comes down and crunch comes to push.
Excellent. So going into the Renwick Cup, what is the size of your roster going to be?
The roster will be, I believe, 20. We're allowed to declare 25 players. Okay. You can only dress 20 per game. 2 goalies and 6D and 12 forwards usually. So it's 20 on the list per game. We're allowed 25. So if someone gets injured, sick, whatever, can't make it. So the coaches are right now trying to find out who can or can't be here at the Renwick or to move on. We don't want to step ahead of the Renwick too far because we don't know. We have to win that first. So they're trying to put the best team we can on the ice with the players we have available. And
currently, how many players do you have coming out right now? So do you have to make some cuts or make some hard choices?
Right. Yeah, there are some tough choices. I'm glad I'm on the management or the fundraising end of it because the coaches and management, they have some tough decisions to make. We've got some really good hockey players there in our list of 25. Well, we have a 30-some guys, but they'll narrow it down to 25, and then it'll be down to 20 per game. So they have some tough choices, and hopefully we can field the right team.
So you said that next week we're going to start pushing the Renwick? So are tickets going to be available starting next week?
That's right. Actually, tickets are already available. We're selling them at the game Saturday night. The ticket packages for the Renwick Cup are now on sale. They'll be at Standard Insurance and Johnson's Pharmacy. We went with just 2 locations.
Excellent.
I believe it's on the screen. So we're suggesting, and I think Mark touched on it last week, if you buy the 2-game Friday-Saturday package, you save some money. You walk in, no lineup, no nothing. There will be tickets on sale at the door for adults, senior students, and children. But if you pre-buy your tickets, you just walk in the door. Sunday, if it goes to a Sunday game, is automatically a rush seat. We have no control over that if it happens or doesn't.
Okay. And, people should check it out. I mean, this is big hockey. You should definitely go down, watch it, check it out. The atmosphere is going to be amazing.
It's great, and you know what? Kudos to Casey's for the Thistle Patch. We were groundbreaking in getting this up and running, and it's being successful, I think.
Yes.
It's
been, you know what? It's been a lot of fun, and it's nice to see people going like, "Oh, this is like so cool," and everything. So you know what? We're always looking for volunteers. So if you do have Spark Serve, give us a shout. And
that's a great point. If we have any fans out there or any people that can help out here, we'd certainly appreciate if they could do that. And I just want to touch base. Mark did last week on about the carnival. Carnival's on this weekend. It's huge. There's fireworks at 7. Come on down at after fireworks, we're
Watch.
dropping the puck at 7:30.
There you go.
Excellent stuff. Bruce, thanks very much for coming on.
Hey, thank you.
Great to talk to you again, and we will see you very soon and talk a little bit more. We're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, Tracy and I are going to wrap up today's show.
Watch the Kenora Senior Thistles versus the Manitoba Selects right after the fireworks on Saturday, March 2nd at 7:30 p.m. at the Kenora Rec Center. Tickets at the door.
It can begin with the simplest of gestures. A gift of time, energy, commitment. Something precious that grows stronger with every hand that touches it. And grows across communities and through the very fabric of our nation. And begins, once again, with the simplest of gestures. To Canada's 6.5 million volunteers, thanks.
Kidney disease affects an estimated 2 million Canadians. Many don't even know they have it. But thanks to the Kidney Foundation of Canada's innovative programs and vital research, countless people have been able to turn to us to help them manage, delay, and in some cases even prevent the disease. We're the Kidney Foundation of Canada. Please support us. We're behind you all the way.
Welcome back, everyone. I wanted to show an apology to hockey fans. It's the KHL, not the KHA.
Is there a Kenora Hockey Association?
I don't know how you're
don't know about.
I don't know how you're gonna pull players from the Kenora Hospitality Alliance, but you probably could. But the KHL is the Russian Hockey League. That's talking about ringers. Wow.
You can be such a girl sometimes.
Do you know what?
Tell you.
Do not get a head cold and come host a TV show. It ends up being a train wreck.
That is funny.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay though, because you can have the rest of the day off.
I'm gonna take the rest of the day off as like stress management leave. I don't know.
No kidding. Well, it is going to be a beautiful day.
It really
is.
is.
Going to the city anyway.
It is.
So, we can take a look at what the day's going to be like for you.
Absolutely. The weather today brought to you by Casey's. There's a high of 0 and a low of -10. So nice day to get out and about. High of -6 tomorrow with a low of -13. Some sunshine. And then for the big day, the Winter Carnival, high of -7, a low of -14. Pretty nice day to be out and about to watch the fireworks and get out inside.
That is, and you know what? Again, this week is, I can't believe that March is here.
I know.
Like, I can't believe that tomorrow's the last day in February.
It's so true. And now, now my birthday's passed. It's just going to be a quick slide till to my next year birthday. Which I won't be here for, so.
It's like you blinked and January and February are gone.
Absolutely.
And like but it's nice, because it takes you, we have suffered through a really, really horrifically cold winter. And so this weather is really nice, and it's going to take us into sort of like the spring. But you always know that we get another big dump or whatever before spring actually does come. But I am really glad that, like I said it before, that the ice sculptures were presented, because I saw some people down on the harborfront last night, kind of like smoothing it out and kind of like restructuring it a little bit.
All the forts that I made with my kids, the roof sort of sunk. It's like, woo boy. So, really great. The ice sculptures, good job. I saw people taking pictures of them yesterday again.
I know.
Walking, stopping, taking the pictures.
Well, you know what? So, honestly, like, was it yesterday or was it Monday? I can't remember, but when it was so pretty. It was so pretty, like with the snow, and it was all kind of like just crystally white. It was gorgeous. People were taking pictures all along the place, and it's a gorgeous time of year. Tons going on this weekend.
It is.
So you have like the curling for kidneys, Sir Scuttle, logs, canoe races, hockey,
so much going on in the Winter Carnival.
Fireworks.
It's gonna be good. It's a very, very good weekend to get out, and we still got a couple of shows tomorrow. Our favorite marshal, Dave Kane, is scheduled to show up, which is good. And then talk about Jack dialing Pocket 911. So thanks everyone. Come out. We'll see you tomorrow on the show.
Bye.
This episode of GMK was brought to you by Devil's Gap Marina, located at the end of Matheson Bay Road on beautiful Lake of the Woods and open all year round.